Hey there, friends, Nibs again. Out in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around tonight, a little bit of plinking, and I wanted to get this review done for you guys. This is something that was sent over to me by Shooting Sports Accessories Group, I guess you call it, on on Amazon. And this product, they represent several different product lines on there. CV Life and Mid 10 are the two that I am mostly familiar with. And what we have here is, it was sent to me to do a review on, and I'm going to just call it balls and strikes. But so far, I'm really kind of very impressed with this device. Has a nice feel to it, nice weight. The magnet, it's a magnetic laser bore sighter. The magnet is super strong. I mean, it sticks to the end of the barrel. You cannot shake it off at all. Not that I really would want to try, but it is very sturdy, very stable. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a gun that I just finished up doing this laser bore sight on, and we're going to test it out and see how close we came just with the laser here. And so it comes in this nice little sturdy cardboard box with a nice foam insert on it. Fits in there really nice. So this uses a 3.6 volt, they call it a half AA battery. They're not the cheapest battery on the block, but they can be had, and they're between $5 and $7. I've seen them on Amazon pretty cheap. But I would imagine that battery will probably last a long time. Really, when you do your sighting in, you probably only have the thing on for a minute or less. When all the other laser bore sighters I've ever had, you literally stick it in there after you've got your scope all mounted up, leveled, and ready to go. Stick the laser bore sighter in there, turn it on, look through the sight, and it's either too low, too high, too left, too right, and you make your adjustments. So what I have here that I'm going to be playing with this evening is this old Crosman 766. It's a pretty cool old gun that I've had for a little while, and I wanted to mount up the scope. I actually picked this scope up a couple weeks ago from a local shop, and this is a Weaver V7A, and it's variable from 2.5 power up to 7 power. I have it on the 2.5 power right now because I'm only shooting across the garage here and it's pretty close. But I just put this scope on here less than half an hour ago, and then I put the bore sighter on the front. I did take a picture of it through the scope as best I could. It's really tough to get a really good picture through a scope, but I think it did turn out all right, and I'll put that up here. Turned out that the windage was actually pretty darn close right off the bat. You can see the little red dot towards the bottom of the lower part of the upright of the reticle. So I had to bring the elevation up quite a bit, and then I'll put the second picture here showing the dot right in the middle, and let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what we did. I don't expect it'll be perfect. I've never used a laser bore sighter where they were perfect, but the intention of it is to get you on paper, so like they say, so you're not wasting a whole bunch of ammo trying to just find the first bit on the paper. So if it gets you within an inch or two of the center of the bullseye, you're usually doing really good. I'm only shooting 20 feet across the garage here, so I expect it'll be pretty darn close, but you never know. It's a pretty cool pellet gun. I've had a scope on this before, and it was pretty darn accurate. So that is not bad. So just a couple clicks to the right, a couple clicks down. Let's do one more just to see how, make sure we're consistent here. but I'd call that pretty darn good. So when I first started out, where it was hitting, it probably would have been off the bottom of that bullseye. And if you take that and extrapolate 20 feet out to 20 yards, you know, you're probably a foot low comparatively. So you're probably a couple inches to the right, and maybe an inch high if you were taking that out to 20 yards instead of 20 feet. Not bad, not bad at all. So this is a nice old gun. It's a rifle barrel, so it's pretty darn accurate. And I thought it deserved having a decent little scope on it, so I picked this Weaver up. But we're not doing a review on that. We're doing a review on the laser bore sighter, so we'll get back to that. So, like I said, the magnet on it is very strong, and the dot on it is pretty cool. So it let's see, I can point across the garage here and let you see that on the target. That's me shaking around, but you can see that there. But very bright, very I always do, most of the time I do my bore sighting like this inside the garage here or down my hallway if I'm mounting the mounting the scope up in my office or whatever. Sometimes I do it inside, but there you go. There is the mid-10 magnetic laser bore sighter. These are available on Amazon. If you look in my description down below, the first line in there is actually a link to my Amazon storefront, and I have a suggestion list of that's labeled gunsmithing accessories, and I think this right at the moment this is the only piece that's in there. I'll be adding more down the road for sure, but so this is in there. These are, I think, 60 bucks, 69 bucks maybe, but it's a very quality piece. I've owned several of the ones that you actually stick in the end of the barrel, and those things are always so chintzy. I like the fact that this has a nice on-off switch on it. The other one really just, you kind of spin them and it moves the battery in and out of contact with the contact, and I've never had good luck with those lasting more than I don't know what, maybe I'm rough on them, I don't think so, but this seems like it's going to be a real nice quality piece, and it's got a nice safe box. So one thing I would recommend though is, if you don't do a lot of rifles but you want to maintain this, make sure you take the battery out of there, because just like any other thing, if you leave a battery sit in a piece of equipment too long, that battery is bound to start to leak, and you'll corrode this thing and it'll be ruined. So take the battery out. There is actually a there's actually a space in the box for the battery to be stored separately from the unit, so you don't have to worry about it when you're ready to. You can use this, you know, every fall. If all you do is deer hunt or whatever, you can take this thing out, stick it on the end of your barrel, check your zero, and then you know you're ready to go, at least to the range, to check it, you know, before you go out hunting. And you know it'll be ready to go if your battery is out and not corroded inside the unit. Anyway, I rambled on enough. I wanted to keep this short as I could, but there you go, the mid-10 magnetic laser bore sighter. This particular one that I got is in red. They do have them in green as well if you like that, but I think it works either way. It doesn't really matter. So anyway, make sure you check out that link down below if you want to pick one of these up. If you buy it after clicking on my link, I will get a commission for that sale, and I really appreciate that. It'll help out the channel a lot, keep cool stuff like this coming in. Till next time, have a great day.